Hey, everybody, it's your lovely Lotus Blossom Lizzie. And Nettie, no, the time was not wrong. I think I had the time right. I think it was right this time. I did a quick check before I came on. How are you doing today? All right, so today I'm going to be selecting some signature pages, cutting some signature pages, and folding some signature pages, maybe if I get that far. So I am making some mini journals, and before I get started, I just wanted to say that if you are new to the channel, you're gonna love it here. You're gonna love it here, so just go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And also hit the notification button so that you'll be notified when more videos like this one come out. And while you're at it, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. You can do that now, during, or after because you know you're going to love it. And we're trying to get this video to 1,000 likes. So if you're coming on the replay, just understand that this video is being recorded via live chat. So I'm going to be talking with my junk journal buddies. And if you want to be a junk journal buddy, you can head over to Facebook, and our group name is, guess what? Junk Journal Buddies. And the link is in the description below. And if you want additional content that's junk journal related and a little extra, you can head over to the Patreon channel, and that's at patreon.com/Liz4a-day. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So yesterday we made these lovely covers, so we're still in the preliminary parts of making these, and these are some of the covers that we made for some mini journals, and they're going to have collaging on the front of them, so I'm not going to go through all those. We went through those yesterday, and here's one cover that is almost finished. I still have a few things to do to it, so I just wanted to kind of give you all a peek at it. And it has some sewing on it, it has some fabric on it, of course, and also it's lined with some fabric on the inside. So that's what we're working towards. So we haven't got there just yet, so I'm gonna put that over to the side. So this morning during the Patreon live stream, I also did some hunting and gathering for some papers, and I can see one page that's too long that needs to be cut. And so I already had the measurements, the preliminary measurements for what I wanted for these particular junk journals, and I just picked out of some various different types of papers. So I have some here that have not been cut down, but I'm going to pick out some more because I need tons and tons and tons of this paper. So hey, Laureline says you can't see anything. How about everybody else? You all let me know if you can hear me, and also if you can see me. Let me know how the sound and everything is. And while you're doing that, I just wanted to say hello to Nettie and Penny, and also Rachel at Scrapcraftastic. Thanks for joining me, you all. So I'm just going to start pulling some more papers while I'm waiting for you all to tell me if you can see me. So I have some calendar pages. I'm going to use some of my old kind of semi-used calendar pages from an old Happy Planner. I don't even know what year this was. Look, y'all, 2015. That's some hoarding right there. That is what, 6 years old? 6-year-old paper? Well, not 6-year-old, but maybe 5-year-old paper. So and some of this paper is actually really beautiful, so I wanted to use that, some of it. All right, so Nettie says it sound everything looks good, and Penny says push play. Oh, what does that mean, push play? Are you talking to me, Penny, or are you talking to Laureline? Y'all have a whole bunch of calendars. Calendars, like, they are so nice to use in a job like this. Or it's not a job. I don't even want to say it's a job. So I'm going to take this apart. This was from American Lung Cancer. I don't even know where I got this calendar at. But wherever I got it from, I got it so that I could use it in the junk journal. So that's exactly what we are gonna do. If I can get it loose. Of course, there always has to be one that doesn't want to come apart. Alright, so let's get some of this. Y'all, yesterday I was sorting out some of my papers, and I'm still not finished with it. I think I might have mentioned it yesterday as well. I might as well take some more of this. And I didn't realize how much I had been hoarding my papers. It was a little ridiculous. And so I tried to just kind of put some items together that I could use. Aha. Okay, y'all got it together. Hey, Discovering Darcy. Yeah, I'm going to use some of this paper too. And this is like some grid paper, so let's use some of that. And I'm just pulling out quite a few sheets because I know I'm going to need a lot of sheets. And let's see. So I had this book, which was some old ledger paper. And this one, I'm going to have to rip the pages out of this because it is not bound in a way that I could just take the pages out. Maybe if I tried hard, I could, but ooh, kind of making a mess here. I was trying to make this easy on myself, but that didn't really happen. So, Laurelyn, you can see now. Okay, all right, girl. All right. Let me try something here to get this page out of here without ripping everything up. Let me see if I can use like an edge here, just to kind of hold this way. This don't really work for me like that, since I'm right-handed. Okay, that's better. Let me take a few more pages out. I was like, I don't know why I'm hoarding all this paper and stuff. Y'all. Laurelyn, where you been? We haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything is okay. Hey, Brenda, you going to be listening while you're in the kitchen? It's time for dinner time. Y'all need to be in my kitchen. Y'all need to be in my kitchen cooking me some dinner. I need some dinner from y'all. And I already have some ledger paper out, but I'm gonna do some more. Well, let's see if this is gonna give me some problems. Just take out a few sheets of that. I want a nice substantial stack here, and this is some old ledger paper as well. And I've already been going into this. I don't have a lot of it left. Buy ledger paper, you're going away. Actually, I don't think I want to use this because it's like, I don't know how old this is, but it is kind of, it's a little crispy, so it might not be good for a book page. So maybe for like some collage or something like that. Yeah, look, 1947. So this book is kind of old. So let's put this back up here. Hey, Janae, and also Sally. Hey. I'm glad you all are joining us. We're getting us some pages out for our little mini journals. Now, I also decided to use this coloring book. Now, it still has some pages that I can use, but y'all, I'm going to put the coloring book pages in here. I'm going to use the ones that I finished. I'm going to chop up and see. You can use anything in your journals, y'all. You just want some pretty pages, right? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I should like scan these first. But nope, I'm not even going to scan them. I'm just going to use those pages and keep on trucking. I always wanted to do something with my art, so here we are. We're doing something with the art. I actually don't have that many finished pages in this coloring book. Like, y'all, I don't think I could color on this page. This is too much for me. But the ones that have like the bigger types of, you know, patterns, I probably could do. I did more pages in this book than I thought I did. All right, that's enough of that book. And I actually have a big box that's right next to me that you all can't see. It's not because I don't want you to see, it's because it won't fit on my desk. So I had these pages that I got from, I think a garage sale. Oh, actually have some more. Hold on. I went through my cardstock too. Just ridiculous. Okay, and I think these might be, yeah, these are like tearaway cards. I don't want to use that. What about this? I think these are stickers. They're not even in the right place. Okay, let's put this back over here. All right. So we got this. And we could definitely use that. Hey, Jamie, how you doing today? Y'all got this old Afghan magazine that has some cool pages in it, so I think I'm going to use some of those. Instead of ripping the pages out, I'm going to use my stapler puller. Because, you know, y'all, when I first started doing my junk journals, I would just rip the pages out. I didn't even, because I had a total disregard for pulling books apart nicely. Don't ask me why. But now, I try to take them apart with love. But before, nope. I would just kind of rip them out. Do you all rip the pages out, or do you try to take your pages out with love? Because there was no love when I was doing it. There was no love at all. So I'll take a few of these pages out without giving it too much thought. Let's see, and I have some more. These came from Time Life magazine. And I'm okay with using some text pages and index type of pages also. Hey, April. Hey. Let's see, let's use this page. These would be nice with these dots on them. Let's use those. So y'all, this is probably the longest part of the process of making the journal, is like picking your pages for your signatures, but at the same time, it's it gives you a chance to go through your stuff. Because we all have too much stuff. I know y'all can't see what I'm doing. Oh, look at that cute little frog. I'm gonna put him in there. I had some pictures of like an alligator, and I was like, no. Alligator, I don't think that's going to work out. We got some wildlife in here. I have a lot of Time Life books. Y'all, look at those owls. That's amazing, huh? It's an amazing picture. It's going to be amazing to see how I'm going to cut that down. All right, that's enough of those. Let's put these back in the folder, in the box. And I'm still organizing this box, but, you know, she's doing the best she can. All right, we have some children's book pages, and I actually only have a few atlas pages that I took out. Well, that was in this box of stuff. And then let's take out, I'm going to take some pages out of that. That's a music pages there. Take some of that out. And then, all right, a few more things. I have, these are some gel prints that I did a long time ago. So I'm going to use some of these gel prints. I decided to stop hoarding the gel prints that I did and use them in books because they're like really, really pretty. Look at that. So Jamie says she always takes her pages out with love, and probably one of her favorite parts is picking the pages for the journals. I agree. I'm very random with the pages that I pick, but they all look very lovely. Yeah, I also have, let's use some of this paper. That was like on some onion skin or tracing paper. I don't know. Let's use that. This was actually some mixed media that I did, and I made some copies of the pages. So let's take that out. Yeah, I don't know how much we're going to get to. These are some pages that I doodle on. These are actual pages because I can feel the paint on those. And some of these were on deli paper. I was doing some gel printing on those, so I'm going to use some of those too. These are actually very nice. I like the way they feel. Okay, let's put those back. All right, so I have a few more books. I probably can get some stuff out, but I think I might have enough to get going on this job. I think there's plenty here to get going on, or else we'd be pulling pages forever. Yeah, those gel prints are awesome, aren't they? All right, let's get the girl out, and we have to have her stretched. Okay, yeah, hold on. I got to move some stuff around here. Else this project is not going to work. Ooh, I have to move that box out the way, and then let me move all these papers out the way because they're taking up too much real estate. I have like this little TV table next to me. All right, so now we're going to cut some stuff up. Let me straighten this up a little bit. There we go. All right. So, yeah, I did these. This was a gel print, and then I went back and I did like some doodling on it. That's quite pretty, isn't it? Okay, y'all, the pages that I need I need them to be 7 inches wide by 4 3/4 high. So that's what I'm going for. So I'm going to cut these this way because I think I can get like some 2 very good sized pages this way. So we need 7 inches here. So since everything is kind of different, especially like these gel prints, I have to like cut them like one at a time. So I hope I don't bore you all to death and we could just have a little Friday chit chat, because I know this could probably be very boring, just watching me cut. But you could be cutting too, because you all could be doing some journals as well. So y'all don't blame me for not being productive. Y'all need to be productive also. So this is going to turn out to be a page. That's going to be quite lovely. And there's nothing on the back, but that's okay. Y'all, I like the way deli paper feels. That is very, very nice. I think I'm going to make some more on the deli papers also. All right, let's go. I should put my glasses on for this job. It will be quite easier for me to see what I'm doing. So we are winding down the week and winding up the weekend. Look at that. That's so pretty. So what are you all going to be doing on this lovely weekend? I'll cut these by themselves. These are nice but weird papers. They're kind of weird, I know, but I like them. I don't think I have anything planned, but I think I might pick up Boss Baby because I miss her. She needs gras. I know she does. So I might have to pick her up. So I'm expecting to be bossed around this weekend. It's not boring, relaxing. Oh, that's good. Because I want y'all to stay on with me. Because I like chit-chatting with y'all. How has y'all week been? What are you working on this evening? I know some of you are fixing dinner for a Z family. But I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner. I haven't really been eating much dinner lately. I might just have me like a little popcorn snack or something like that and call it an evening. and let that be that. So April says she's cutting too. Her friend just told her that she wanted to try journaling. Ooh. So she's making her a mini journal. Oh, you're making the mini journals with me. Oh, right on. Right on. Yeah, the mini journals are fun and they're very doable, especially if you're first starting. I know people see like the big journals and they want to start with the big journals, but you know, really what's doable is a smaller journal to start with. My first journal was a ginormous journal and I've never made one that big again. But it was quite nice. I was so proud of myself. But it took me like 2 weeks of 16-hour days to finish it. So you might not want to go that route. But show. Alright, so let's do this 7 inches. It would be nice if I could just put these all together and just chop, 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 cut, cut, cut. But it don't really work out. It's not going to work out. It's just going to be a hot mess if I try to go too fast. So I'm going to try to take my time. And of course, some of these pieces on the side, I'll definitely be keeping those to do something else with. Because that's the hoarder in me. And that's what we're doing. Alright, so these are almost 7 inches. So I'm just going to cut this. Obviously, I've used this paper for something else. Because this is not the whole sheet of this paper. That makes me feel good that I used it. I'm going to try to use as much of this as I can. Y'all know how much I like color, so it's nice to be able to put some of my artwork in the papers into the books. So that's going to be kind of cool. I also been kind of testing my jewelry making skills. I'm going to try to make some charms also for these books. So I don't know how far I'm going to get on that, but you know, I'm going to try it. Now, I'm trying not to think too much while I'm cutting these too, because you know, you could be like, okay, I want this piece and I want that piece, but I'm just trying not to go that route. I'm just trying to get this show on the road here and get it done. Hey Tammy, hello, hello, hello. I hope I didn't miss anybody, but y'all sometimes I miss when people come in, so I apologize if I do. Y'all's hot in here. I'm always hot. I always say it's hot in here, but I'm always hot, so I guess that doesn't really count. Y'all, this was one of my first mixed media art pieces. This is a copy of it, actually. And I was going to start using them like as backgrounds and stuff. So I thought they were kind of cool. Now these are on cardstock. Most of the papers that I'm using are like magazine type of pages. Just regular copy paper pages. Not too thick. I am going to put some cardstock in here, but not yet. I have some other ideas for the cardstock. For right now, this is going to be the bulk of the pages that I put in here. So I'm just trying to get the bulk cut down. And this morning, I counted the signatures that I actually got done this morning. And I actually got done with quite a bit. So maybe half of what I needed. So that was good. But y'all still have a lot of folding to do. So I thought it would be good to just come on here with you all and kind of sort of work and play at the same time. Let's go this way. Let's go, actually, see, that's why I try not to think too much into this. I'm going back and forth, back and forth. Let's just cut this like this, because I kind of like this contrast. The contrastiness of this. It's a little bit of an ombre effect. This is another one of the gel prints. We're going to have to do some gel printing together, y'all. Because you can see you can use these in your journals also. All right, so I got a whole bunch here, and these are actually, at first I was like, why did I do like the front and back of these? Duh. But in this case, it's kind of going to work out for me. So I'm going to cut these in half first. Work with them that way. I could do a few at a time. And let's just... Obviously, they were gel printed kind of differently, but I think it's going to be okay. And let's see, 4 3/4. All right. See, so now it has a front and a back. Let's see what this one looks like. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I like these. I did those with like acrylic paints too. They came out quite wonderful. They probably would have came out better if I had better paints, but you know, I'm not there yet. I can't justify the cost of buying a whole bunch more paints. I'm trying to use what I have first and then buy some more. That's what I'm going for, y'all. I guess I didn't really like make any studio goals or anything, or art goals for this year, but one of them probably would be to kind of use the materials that I have instead of going out so much and looking for more things. Because I have to say, like, my videos of like hauls and things, those are my best seen videos, but the problem is you got to go out and buy stuff for them hauls, and I don't want to do that. Cause y'all know, a sister ain't made of money. I don't have no money tree in here, and if I did, I probably would kill it because I don't have a green thumb like that. So I got all different colors. This one doesn't have anything on the back, but that's okay. And I decided not to really worry too much about the colors either, because they're going to be mixed in with all the other papers, and they're going to be very beautiful because I said so. Said they're going to be beautiful, and they are. We're going to make it so. Y'all, I wonder when the Orville is coming back on. Does anybody else watch the Orville? How many Star Trek fans do we have on here? If you are a Star Trek fan, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't give a crap about that stuff, put a 2. And you can be honest. Y'all know me. I like it when you all are honest. So this one is a little bit different. Y'all, this is so cool. I'm glad I'm using these because I've had them for a while and I didn't know how I was going to use these. You know what, Miss Rodriguez? I thought I didn't have that many paper pads until I started organizing them. I started organizing my paper pads yesterday, and oh my God. I won't say I have a lot. Well, yes I do. I have more than most people, but what really put me over the top was the Christmas cardstock that I have. That kind of put me over the top. So now I need to just use that cardstock. So I'm going to be using a lot more cardstock. So now I'm just looking at these myself. I like to look at both sides of these because they're so pretty. They're so unique and different. I think they're going to make wonderful pages. All right, so now we have this book that I have not broken down yet. So, and this one is a modern, it's a modern music book. Let's see. Does it say? I don't think it says when it was copyrighted, but it might. 2001. So, according to Etsy, this will almost be vintage. It's 19 years old, so and if you are so inclined to do so, you could actually coffee dye these yourself. But I'm not going to coffee dye route because y'all, time is not my friend lately. Is it just me, or does it seem like time is just like flying by like crazy? I mean, we're already halfway through January, the first month in 2020 that nobody saw coming. Oh, Nettie said she likes Star Trek depending on which Star Trek. I like all the Star Treks, y'all. So Jamie says she don't care about that crap. My favorite genre is actually sci-fi. Sci-fi alien. That's what I like. I don't like sci-fi horror. Horror. Okay, so this has like a natural fold in it, so I'm gonna keep that fold. So I'm gonna cut this at 3 inches is what I need. It looks short, but for this book, it's just not. That do look very short. Did I cut that at 3? I did, and it doesn't look like it's even, but I think it is. Yeah, it does look very, very small. But I do believe it is correct. I like all of the Star Treks. And now this does not look. What did I do? Oh, it's supposed to be 3.5, and I did it at 3. Collage. That was a mistake. And this one's kind of short, but you know what? I'm going to use these. See, those were papers I didn't have to fold, but now I do. But that's okay, because you know there are no mistakes here. I was busy talking about Star Trek. I've been a Star Trek fan since I was little, but I think I got that from my mom. So she's a Trekkie as well. I like all of the Star Trek series. And I would love to dress up like a Klingon for Halloween before I die. That would be a lot of fun for me. I'll read that like it is. A lot of fun. Okay, this one would have to go this way. That would be a lot of fun. Y'all don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. The management appreciates that. So a lot of these papers will be going in my collage box. I probably should have did this before I made the before I actually made the book covers, and then I would have had some more pages to work from, or pieces rather. I would have had more pieces to work on. Let's see, where are we? I'm going to start folding some pages. I know I'm going to need more, but you know, I still have a whole pile to cut. But I would like to fold some of these. I want to get that folding process underway. So let me get my folder. So Nettie says Deep Space Nine. That's one that you really like. I like that one too. Oh, hold on. Oh. I need my scoreboard for this. Okay. I think, let me see, if I had to pick a favorite Star Trek, it would have to be Enterprise. I don't know why, but I love Enterprise. And that was the last one that they did. Oh, you're done in the kitchen? You're done in the kitchen? Okay, y'all. I'm going to score these because I think it's going to make it easier for me to fold them. Maybe. And for some of the pages that, hopefully I don't have any brittle pages in here. And maybe I can score more than one page at a time. So this is my We Are Memory Keeper scoreboard, yeah. It is quite nice once I learned how to use it. Okay, so it should be 3.5. And I'm just going to give it a nice score twice here. And then I should be able to fold these nicely. I used to just try to eyeball things and just fold it. That never worked out for me. My papers were just like so screwy when I got done. Y'all should have bought a basket or something over here just to stick these in. Let's see what I have. See what I got here I can use. Alright. I have this empty. This is an empty shoebox. Y'all like using the shoe boxes, but those particular shoe boxes I do not like. I think I got them at Dollar General and they are horrible. The lids are horrible. So let's just put it this way. Lizzie will not be getting those again. Y'all can see how the little pages are going to come together now. So I'm just going to throw them in here kind of willy-nilly. Oh, you got your wine, you in the craft room. That's what I'm talking about, girl. Get your wine groove on. I probably could use some wine myself. I'm just going to go ahead and crease these while I got them in my hand. Because that's what you got to do. Y'all, I get a lot of stuff done when I come on with you all. That's why I picked this for my Finish Up Friday. Because I know hopefully I'll be finished up with this before next Friday. My goal also is to finish some journals that I have not completed. Like those little golden book ones. Like my Halloween coffin journal. Didn't finish that one. Yeah, I have a whole mess of unfinished journals in here. It's crazy. No after dark tonight. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, I had a hard week this week. You guys haven't seen, y'all only seen me like on the live streams, but I'm kind of exhausted this week. I can't do the after dark. I need to go to bed early. For real. I would like to, but I can't do it. And you know, at the beginning of the week, I was having troubles with my internet and everything. So I got that all fixed, but I think we may do it next week, but I still have to talk to Bobby though and confirm that she can co-host with me, because that's kind of our thing. Y'all know I love my sister cousin. So I want us to do our thing together. If she can't be there, I don't want to be there. Not that I don't love y'all or anything, but you know. I need my Bobby, my sister cousin. Got your drinks. It was a long work week, Brenda. I know that's right. It was a long week. I'm just totally exhausted, but I think next week is got to be the week, because we need to start getting our fun time back on. For sure. All right, let's see how these are going to fold. These have actual paint on them. These are not copies. However, I did scan these, so, and I actually have some of these up in the shop as printables. Some of the gel prints, because I actually made them as printables for myself, and I was like, well, let me share them in the shop. So I have a few up, not all of them. They're quite pretty though. Quite pretty. I like that. I like those a lot. I'm so happy I decided to use these. Yeah, I'm making sure not to press too hard on these, because, you know, even with this bone folder, you can still, like, go right through the pages. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Y'all, I didn't even make any goals for 2020. Like, I didn't, like, make no goals. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even try to write it down. Because my thing is, I just want to try to be a better me whenever any year rolls around. So I just try to be a better me all year long. So I don't even make any additional goals. I try to make goals throughout the year. What about y'all? Brenda says she loves Bobby too. We're hilarious when we get together. Y'all, I'm telling you, y'all have no idea. Y'all only get like a little bit when me and Bobby are together, but we literally laugh like at least 95% of the time when we're together. We're just, my brother is like, oh my God, could y'all shut up? You guys are like too much. We're loud too. We just like having fun. And you know when you have fun with somebody, when you crack a joke and you laugh for like hours and then you stop and then you think about it again and you laugh for another hour. That's us. Oh, cabin fever. That's right. Y'all got. I don't even know. I don't know what the weather is around the world. Y'all tell me what your weather is in your area. Here, I think we had some rain. I don't even know. I think the rain was like at nighttime or something. So, haven't really seen it. But sometimes when I go out, if I go out in the morning, the street is wet. But other than that, it's been hot. It's like summertime weather here. It's ridiculous. Like in the 80s. It's supposed to go back down next week. And we'll get like a little bit of cold weather, but I don't know how long that's going to last for. I really don't. Oh, why, thank you, Brenda. Thank you. They did come out good. You know, when you're doing the gel prints and stuff, like anything, it's like when you start doing them, it's like, ugh, I don't know how this is going to come out. But they did come out really pretty. And I'm glad I found a way to use them. I like all the colors too. And these are all kind of basically primary colors. Because I do not have a lot of paints. I really don't. I think I bought a pack of the Michaels Craft Smart paints when I first started doing the mixed media. And I'm still working on those. I just ran out of white. And I said I'm not buying any more until I actually use what I have. So I'm working on that. That's hard to do, not buy stuff when you love the craft so much. Well, 80s in Puerto Rico. I would love to go to Puerto Rico. I would have fun. Ooh, 20s and colder where Rose is at. Ooh, wait. 20s. That's cold. I actually grew up in a place where it got cold like that. Nice, windy cold. Oh, Phoenix is in the high 60s. See, that's nice weather. I think right now we might be in the 60s, but it's going to go back up to like 80 degrees tomorrow. We have about like a 20-degree change at nighttime right now. I wanted to say like the desert, but the desert has a bigger, they might do like a 40-degree change between night and day. It's ridiculous. Well, you Phoenix people know. I don't have to tell you that. Y'all already know. Rachel asks, is there a gel print video? There actually is a gel print video, and I may have made most of these on that video. That was when I first got my gel press, and I was kind of testing it out. So I think there's only one video up, and there may be a video over on the Patreon channel as well. Because I just recently put up a video for that. So I can't tell you what level it's at because I don't know. I have to go and look. Well, just did some gel prints. I did a whole bunch. The high 50s in California. Ooh, see, that's not bad. I think between like 45 and like 60 that's good weather for me. I could go out and walk and everything. Even at 45, y'all might not know. Did I do this right? No. I actually ran a half marathon in 2013. So that was like 7 years ago. I don't think I could do that again, but just because physically I don't think I could do it again. But it was like 45 degrees outside when we started. It was a Disney half marathon. It was pretty cool. If you ever wanted to do a marathon, if you do a Disney marathon, that's like the, filet mignon of marathons. But I did that, and the weather to start was like 49 degrees outside. And I had on a tank top and everything, and I was just so comfortable. It was nice. And y'all get cold easy, but when you are exercising outside, I don't need that much clothes on, to be honest. I just don't need it. Y'all got a new gel press too. That's the video that I did on the Patreon channel, I think. I have to look, but I think I did do one on there. You got me curious now, Rachel, because I don't even know. I don't remember. I did some new pages. I don't even know what the pages are. Okay, that's not right. Did I put this at 3? Oh, it must be cut short. That's okay. I think I cut that one a little bit short. I can use it though. Yeah, it's like 6.5. So I'm just gonna move this over to, I'm just winging it. Cause you can wing it on this stuff, It's okay to wing it. That's what Lizzie says. If anybody asks you, tell them. I said you can wing it. For sure. Ooh, 20s in Alaska. Girl, you in Alaska, Rose? I want to go to Alaska so bad. Y'all, I love traveling, but I just don't get to travel as much anymore. I got obligations right now that's keeping me from traveling. I would love, love, love to go to Alaska. That's cool. And Canada is beautiful, but can't handle the cold. Yeah, I don't like the cold. I can handle it, I just don't want to. I'd much rather be in Florida, where it's nice and toasty. But sometimes it's too toasty. Like the summertime, I could have easily gone up to Canada. Because, gosh darn it, Florida was smoldering. Felt like they opened up a volcano vent during the summertime. So April said where she's at is like the 40s at nighttime. And that's good sleeping weather right there. Now, I don't think I want it to be too much colder than that. Girl, yeah, Brenda, you need to come down here. Get out of that. Get out of that cold weather. The winters are still alright, but they used to be better. I liked it when it was stayed cooler longer. But now, forget about it. Just forget about it. Y'all, these don't even have to be perfect. They just have to be folded. Because once they get with the other papers, you're not even going to be able to tell if it's not perfect. Turn this over. Let me see if that'll make it a little bit easier on me. Oh, Nettie says she stays inside during the winter because of mobility issues. Y'all, I didn't even really like, I grew up in the snow, and I don't think I really even like going out to play in the snow. If I did, I was only outside for 5 minutes. Probably drove my mother crazy. us going in and out. It's like you either go out or you go in. And then you wanted to stay outside, but it was just too cold, so you ended up staying in the house. Yeah, summers are rough. Oh, Rachel said she only used her gel print like once. You know what? When I first used my gel print, I was like, I didn't know what I was going to do with the print. That's why I have so many, because I was like, you can go crazy making the prints. And it's like, oh, okay, what am I going to do now? Y'all know something else that I started doing with my prints is cutting them with the punches. Using the punches, and also cutting them on, that's not right, is it? Oh, it is. Cutting them with my Vagabond, using some die cuts. Y'all, this, like, it doesn't bother me to use these pages, but it's like I just want to hoard these. Like, this one was so beautiful. I don't want to use it. I don't want to use it, but it looks so perfect. This one too. I love you. I love y'all. Now you're going to go to somebody else, I hope. I hope somebody else is going to love you papers like I love you. Because you're so damn beautiful. My little gel prints. And I think, was it you, Brenda, that asked me about this page right here? This is from I think it's 1970s Disney encyclopedia. Now, I will say, the I still have a bunch of them. Y'all see? This paper is not going to be good because, look, it just came right apart. It's old paper. So I'm just going to save this for something else. But that came from an encyclopedia, and they were just, I got them from a thrift store, and they were in horrible condition. And so I haggled with the people there, and I got them for like 10 cents a piece. They were falling apart. Y'all, haggling is one of my strong suits when I go out thrifting. I know who I can haggle with, especially at garage sales. Child, I'm a champion when I go to a garage sale, but sometimes you can haggle with the thrift store people too. Sometimes, not all the time. I think I pressed down too hard on this one too. Might come apart. This one's an older page, so we gotta watch out for those older pages. Rachel said here in Florida, at 60, people, they walk around with no coats on, and they have on boots. Yep, that is so true. Y'all, let me tell y'all what I saw. And I swear it had to be like 82 degrees outside. And I wish I was able to take a picture of him, but you know, sometimes you don't want people to know that you're looking at them like this. I was going to the mailbox to mail some orders out, and I saw this guy. Y'all, he had on one of those hats like he was on the Yukon Trail. It had fur and stuff around the hat, and it had like the ear flaps on the side with the fur on it. And then he had on a short sleeve shirt. Now, mind you, he had the flaps down on the hat, and he had it tied, and he had a short sleeve shirt on, and he had some sweatpants that was sagging. Ain't that something? His ass was out, and his head was totally covered up, and I don't know. It was very confusing for me. I didn't understand that. I thought maybe he was cold because he had that hat on, but his ass was out, so I don't know what that was about. I was very confused. Very, very confused. Hoarding paper is not good. Child, look at this. This Filofax, this came from a planner, and I used the Filofax planner, but I never used the paper that came with it. And I think I bought that Filofax maybe in 2016. So that's how long I had this paper for. Yep, 2016. So for 4 years, I've done nothing with it. So it's getting ready to get used. And this paper too, this came, I think this came with the Filofax also, if I'm not mistaken. And I never used it. So now it's getting put to use. Faux show. I like this blue paper too. Yep, those will be good papers for clusters as well. Nettie says she can haggle. I'm going to tell y'all where I learned to haggle at. I learned to haggle when I was working overseas. I worked on the military base, and on the weekend, it was like once a week, they had a bazaar. And so the bazaar had like local vendors and stuff. And you can go there and buy whatever you wanted, whatever they had, of course. And when I first got there, I went with this girl from Uzbekistan, because we worked with like a whole bunch of different people and stuff. She's like, come on, we're going to go down to the bazaar. So we went there at lunchtime. And this is where I learned about haggling, because I didn't even know anything about haggling. So she went to this one shop, and she saw some earrings that she liked. And she stood there and she looked for a while. I really didn't have any intention on buying anything, because y'all kind of cheap like that. Okay, y'all, this is some of that paper from that encyclopedia. So I'm not using this. I like it too. This is also, because I can see it's crackling. Let's move that out the way. And this is probably going to do the same thing, because this is that music paper, but I'm going to try it anyway and see. Let's see how that's going to bend. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so that's not going to work. Anyway, so she saw some earrings that she wanted, and she asked the guy who was Afghani, she asked him how much they were. And he told her the price, and she was like, well, she says, like, I'm going to give you just an example. So he says the earrings are like $10. She says, I'll give you like $5 for it. And he was like, no. He was like, no, I can't take that much. So she looked around the shop a little bit more, and then she said, okay, let's go. And as soon as we started walking away, the guy was like, okay. Come back here. How about this much? And then that's when the haggling began. And she pretty much got the earrings for what she wanted. So that was kind of cool. And after that, it was on. I was like, I'm going to try that. So the walkaway method was like my method of choice when it came to doing the haggling. And I remember when I first really tried, I had took my kids to Mexico, and we were at Chichen Y'all, that is like one of the most awesomest sites of the world to go and see. And I have to say, when I went to Chichen Itza, it was, talking about hot, it was overcast, and I had to take off clothes because I was so hot. And I asked our tour guide while we were there, I said, when is the best time of the year to come? And he said, this is the best time to come. He said, because it's hot now, but he said it's really hot during the other months of the year. But anywho, so while I was at Chichen Itza, I always liked to, what my thing was to buy like masks, that you hang on the wall. Oh, yeah, I'm putting these in the wrong spot. My thing was to buy masks, and so this lady was selling some masks. This little bitty Aztec lady was selling a mask, and she wanted too much for them. I can't even remember how much it was, And so I haggled with that. I must have haggled with that lady for like 20 minutes. I did the walk away thing. She called me back. We haggled some more. I did the walk away thing. We haggled some more. And I probably still paid more than I needed to, but I did get her to come down way down on the price. And my kids just happened to be there, and they were like, Mom, that was so cool how you haggled with that lady. I was like, yeah, I'm a champ. So now when I go to like garage sales and stuff, there is no shame in my game. I'm so good. I can't say that I always win, but I get a lot of stuff for a lower price. And I think we're the only country in the world where you can't like go to the mall and haggle for stuff. Because some places you can go to the mall and haggle for stuff, if you can believe that. Of course, us U.S. people are like, what? How they do that? Yep. I've been to places we can haggle at a regular store. So Nettie says she's too mellow in that way. Girl, if you want something for a cheaper price. You know what I think about when it comes to haggling? My thing is, it don't hurt to ask. The worst thing they can say is no, and you have to either pay the higher price or walk away from it. And I try not to like lowball people. I try to give them like a fair price, and I already have in my mind what I would want to pay for that item. So if they don't come down to that, I just don't pay that. I mean, I don't buy it. But sometimes they get close enough, then I'm in, like Flynn. Y'all, we are already at an hour. I told y'all I'm kind of exhausted, but I did get a lot done with these papers, so I'm glad you all are here. Y'all, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you're here. I really appreciate it. We're trying to get this video to 1,000 likes. And if you like junk journaling and you haven't joined us over at the Facebook group, the link is in the description. That's your musical interlude for today. So you can join us over at the Facebook group at Junk Journal Buddies. And also, there is extra content over at patreon.com. Like, I'm pretty sure I put up a video for the gel prints. I'm pretty sure. Because, y'all, there's some stuff that y'all don't see. Because I just don't have room in the schedule to put it over here on YouTube. So it ends up over in Patreon. So, and of course I have the new podcast going over there too, L3. So I hope you all who are Patreons are in the chat. I hope y'all are enjoying the L3 podcast, because I am enjoying doing the podcast. I actually need to record how my day was going today. My exhaustion day. Y'all, these are some recipe cards. They always have beautiful images on recipes as well. I still have quite a few pieces. Okay, this one's a little short, so I'm just going to eyeball it. Because it's okay if some of the pages are a little short. You said there people get offended. You know what? I wouldn't care if they got offended, because they could just say no. You can get offended, but I'm going to ask anyway. Because you know what? If you gave them what they wanted, as far as the money, I bet you they wouldn't turn it down. They might be offended, but I bet you they take the money. That's for sure. That's what that's all about. It's all about the money these days. I know. Y'all, in my mind, I'm like, I'm just going to do a few more of these. I still have like a big stack to go through. Y'all, this has to be cut. because this is a little too long, I could tell. It's going to be hanging out of my book. Let me just cut a little bit off of here. Not even going to measure. See if it fits now. Yep, it fits. Y'all, when I first got this scoreboard, I didn't know what this little thingy was for. And then, I don't know if I saw it someplace, but what you do is you fold it over and then your paper, when you're scoring things, and your paper sits right in the right place. So when you measure it, things are measured out properly. So before I knew that, I was trying to line the edge up with this, and y'all, was such a fiasco. I didn't know how to use, I don't even know if it gives you directions with the thing. If it did, I probably went man style and just started using it without looking at the directions, because you know sometimes I roll like that. I roll man style when it comes to putting things together. I'm like, I just want to put that together. You said you're thinking you're the only one in the chat that says number 1. Oh, for the Star Trek? It's okay. Us Star Trek people gotta stick together. We're special kind of people. Yeah, I am a self-proclaimed nerd, so I'm proud of being a nerd. I have y'all to know. Y'all can't hurt my feelings. Nerds like Star Trek. We can't help it. And sci-fi and supernatural. Yeah, I love supernatural. That's another show. I love supernatural. I'll be so sad when they decide to go off. The story is getting a little out of control right now, though. So I suspect they're not going. I don't know if this is their last season or not. They have been on for 15 years. That's a long time, and the cast said they're gonna ride it until the wheels fall off. But they started killing off some of the cast, so I suspect, I haven't looked it up, but this might be their last year. I don't know if there's anybody else that likes Supernatural, but that's one of my favorite shows. For 15 years. Good night, Irene. Okay, this one's a little bit short, so I'm just going to eyeball it a bit. Put my line where I want it to go. Because that's how you do it. You still haven't figured out how to measure things with your cheapo depot cutter. Sometimes it'd be like that. Yeah, Supernatural did get crazy, but I'm like one of them diehard fans, so I'm like, I'm gonna watch it until they quit. Cause I just like the characters. The storylines are kind of, they done went off the rails, like most of the stories like that, but I love Supernatural. I love the characters on Supernatural. I was mad when they took Crowley off. I thought for sure he was going to come back. I think he did come back for a little while, and then they killed him off for good, I think. I don't think he's coming back, but you never know. I know that's a spoiler if you haven't made it to that season, but that was a long time ago. That probably was like at least 5 years ago they killed him off, so if you're that far behind, sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to spoil it for y'all. I couldn't help it. Some pretty pages. These are going to be quite lovely. Yeah, look at that. This came out of a Time Life magazine that I had for a while. And y'all, I got these Time Life books. I went to this thrift store and they had like a box of the books outside, and they had $2 for this box of books. It was like 20 books. But I'm going to tell y'all why that box was $2. I think they gave it to me for like $1. And that, no, that was the devil. It wasn't he wasn't Lucifer. He was the king of hell. That's what he was, the king of hell. But because I think they killed off Lucifer, and then Lucifer came back too. And the angel, I don't think they ever killed off the angel. That's Castiel. Castiel's the angel. They didn't kill him off. He might be dead now though, because I haven't seen the current season because y'all don't have cable. I have to wait until it comes on Netflix. I did have YouTube TV for a while, but I don't have it now, so I can't watch it. And actually, you can watch it on CW Seed if you don't have it on cable. But I'm behind on the episodes, so once I get behind and they start removing the episodes, I just wait and I'll just binge it out when it hits Netflix. Cause I don't think it's on Hulu. I don't think. Oh, you didn't get that far. See, I'm a ride or die fan. Especially when there ain't nothing else on TV to watch. I like the new Charmed also. I was looking at some message boards and some people really don't like the new Charmed. I watched all the episodes of the old Charmed. I think a CW is over the air, but I don't have an antenna, so I don't have over the air either. But I was thinking about getting an antenna, and then I could have over the air also. But right now I'm okay because I really don't watch that much TV. I don't have an antenna. But I was talking to one of my friends. She stays in Jacksonville, and she swears by her antenna. And she said, I think starting like a few days ago, they actually added some more channels to over the air. So that might be something to think about if you don't have cable. You want to buy an antenna. She bought an antenna and a converter box, and she said the higher up she put the antenna, the more channels she got. And she says now, I think at that time, she actually got got Slim an antenna as well because they didn't have cable. And he said he was getting like 40 channels. So if he redid his box, he should have more than that. So you can get, that's like a little known fact that you can get over the air stuff with the antennas. And you don't have to, all you got to do is pay the one-time fee for the antennas. And Rachel said the antennas are cheap too. Do you have the antennas, Rachel? Oh, Brenda, you said you don't like the new Charmed. I like the new Charmed. I think because it's different, people kind of was expecting like the characters to be like exactly the same as the old characters, and they have a bit of different characteristics. So Brenda says she has the antenna too, and her parents have it, and they get a lot of channels. That's what I heard. I was like, I might have to go ahead and kick in for antenna. I might get rid of Netflix and Hulu. Cause y'all, my friend, she's cheapo depot. So she's not paying for nothing extra. So she got her antenna and she is happy as a dog in slop. Or pig in slop. Or something in slop. Oh, that was the first thing you got when you cut the cord? It's the antenna. And y'all always watch YouTube though. YouTube is kind of like my TV station. I did like YouTube TV, but we got rid of that. Well, actually, I was using somebody else's and they got rid of it, so I couldn't use it anymore. And I was like, I don't want to pay for it. Oh, April says she got her antenna at the 99-cent store. What? Oh, I still need to keep my Hulu and my Netflix. Okay, girl. And just have that for extra, huh? So I can get me some PBS channels. Because sometimes there's some good stuff on PBS. Because I know they have a bunch of PBS channels these days. Now I'm almost finished with the stack. I might as well finish. It's Friday night. I might as well finish this stack. While I'm chit-chatting and reading. This is an easy job to do while I'm reading the chat. Oh, Rachel says even though she gets a lot of channels with the antenna, she said most of the channels are crap. Yeah. Oh well. Hey Shirley, thanks for joining us. We're just chit-chatting and creasing papers. Hey Kaleidoscope, we're glad you're here. It's nice to see ya. The CW and some movies. I be wanting to talk. Y'all know what? The only channels that I really watched. Let me see. When I had cable, the only channels that I really watched was HGTV. But then I stopped really watching HGTV because HGTV changed so much from when they first came on. They used to show like a lot of decorating stuff, but now they show like house hunters and stuff like that. And I used to love watching HGTV, but then I stopped watching it so much because they just weren't showing the shows that I like. And also, the Food Network. I watch a lot of Food Network channels because I do like to cook. I just pick up some good ideas and I just enjoy watching that. And the Sci-Fi Channel. Y'all, those are the only channels I watched. And I was like, why do I have cable? Because I'm just paying for like 3 channels that I'm watching. And I had the HD channels too. So I was paying extra for that. And then you had to pay for the modem as well. Kaleidoscope, you almost did miss because I'm just on doing these extra pages because I'm just running my mouth. And then I'm going to get in my bed and eat some popcorn. I'm going to eat some popcorn in my bed. That's right. I'm going to have some popcorn kernels in my bed and probably fall asleep because I'm kind of exhausted. But I'm never too exhausted to chit chat with my buddies. He says some people might like all the channels. Well, my friend that was telling me about it, her thing is the PBS channel. She likes the PBS channel. She's a nerd like that. She's actually a psychiatrist. She loves watching PBS channels. And she likes watching the British mysteries and stuff like that. So she's a Downtown Abbey kind of girl, which I never watched, but people, they kind of go crazy over that. That doesn't sound like anything I would like. Yeah, and they used to have the crafting stuff on HGTV. It changed so much. I don't really get where they went with it. They used to show a lot of DIY stuff. I remember the first show that I really liked was there was 2 shows, Design on a Dime, and no, it was Decorating Sense and Trading Spaces. Those 2 shows. I used to love Trading Spaces. It was kind of fun. I'm sure a lot of it was staged, but I still enjoyed it though. Oh, I think what you meant to say was you don't think I would like the oh, you think I would like it? Oh, maybe I have to try it then because we kind of like the same kind of thing. So I might have to check it out. It sounds kind of soap opera-ish. I never been a soap opera person, y'all. All of my friends that are men, they watch soap operas. They record them and everything. They do not miss an episode of soap operas. So this is what we got. We got a whole bunch of these. I still don't know if this is going to be enough because I'm going to put at least 20 of these pages into each signature. Nettie says she watched Dog the Bounty Hunter and reality TV shows. and renovation shows. I like some of the renovation shows too, but they're kind of, you all know that they're all like kind of staged, but it's still kind of fun to watch. So Kaleidoscope, you think I would like Downtown Abbey as well? Yeah, I might have to check it out now. I have to figure out how to watch it, cause y'all know I don't have cable and I don't have an antenna. Yeah, I heard there was a movie too. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm gonna put that on my list of things to watch this year. No guarantee that I'm gonna watch it anytime soon, but I'm gonna give it a go. Homes on Homes. Okay, you all. I am going to shiv off. We're well over an hour. If you haven't done so, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I hope you all have a super fantastic weekend. And I'm going to have a good weekend too after I lay in the bed and get some popcorn kernels in my bed and watch something. I don't know what I'm going to watch yet. All right, you all. I am going to say good night. So with that, I'm going to say love, peace, and hair grease from your sweet lotus blossom and lovable Lizzie. Have a fantabulous day and enjoy life.